Hello there everyone, this is Mark3 and welcome back to a bit more Final Upgrade, where the AI leads humanity by the nose across the stars and straight into and out of a war or something, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it counts the war actually. I mean, last episode we went into these sectors here that are highlighted because as they're fully identified and blew up all their stuff. But at the same time, you know, we're still neutral with them apparently, for some strange reason. Don't know why. Well, hopefully the what's on the experimental branch right now will fix that, but I don't know. And I must admit, I did not actually go and look at what's on that experimental branch either, so I don't know what's coming. I don't know at all. But yes, welcome back to Final Upgrade. I am sorry, I just had to clear my throat really hard there. Right. This episode is going to be about experimentation, improvement, upgrades, shiny things. Yeah, shiny things sounds nice. Because we're going to do some... The cruise missile reliant place is upgraded. Nice. But yeah, we're going to actually implement some upgrades. I mean, prototype ship, it did pretty well last time, apart from that one time when we lost a thing. But that was that. But it was, as it says in the name, a prototype. It's even mentioned in the comment I got on last video as well. From Clint. As normal, great vid. I think that turret blew up from a sneaky shot over the H2 wall in the back. You mean this part here? I think it came more in that way there. But yeah, the thing is we don't know. It doesn't tell us about increased durability of walls from segments and things. Like, that's 2 segments, that's 1 segment there, that's 3 segments there. But sneak over the H2 wall, that wouldn't have happened because the only layer that gets ignored by any kind of attacks is the first layer, the height 1. Height 2 always intercepts something coming in, but railguns punch through multiple layers of walls. That's kind of their whole shtick, you know? And we did notice there's a bit of a gap at the back here at the end of last time as well, so that's why I think it might have been an ammo explosion, touched off and destroyed the turrets. At least that's my guess anyway. Am I going to change the outer wall so all to height 3 so there's not a hole in it? Well, I could do... I left that gap there mostly for appearances because this is meant to be like a forward angle thing, but if I wanted more protection, yeah, I would increase that height to H3. But that's one of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be rearranging and reconfiguring the ship a little bit just to see what we can figure out with it. Could you get some blocks back by gridding out the struts so only rockets will knock them out? Gridding out the struts? Oh, you mean like separating the struts? I could get a few back. I mean, I could make them all 1 thick like these struts here, but I deliberately made them like, what was it, 3 blocks thick on these, so there is some blocks to be reclaimed there, but not very much. This entire design suffers from a lack of blocks in general because of the game's grid size limitation. That's kind of its thing. Then last thing Clint says is keep up the good work. Do my best, boss. Do my best. Anyway, to start out though, I mentioned, I think it was episode before last, that I had a plan to upgrade the Constructodron. Apparently I'm a corporate executive. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to lay that out and then explain that. Also because I want to know what material they require. So I'm going to unlock laser cannons while I'm at it. So I should have enough here. Rifle, frame... Oh, I don't. Look at this. 1.75 million on just these 3 techs to pick up laser cannons. Boo. Boo, I say. Why are lasers so hard to get? In fact, well, that's the thing. I should actually take my flagship and annex some of those enemy systems. That would be a good idea. Yes, I am sure. It's an unarmed ship, but I am going. I've also upgraded the flagship, by the way, to level 2 batteries. It now holds 500,000 odd energy. So, yeah, plenty. And yep, I can just pick up these places apparently without issue, I think. Yes, I'm sure. Let's look. Nope, they're still happy with me apparently. While I nick their planets. Sure. Well, that was laser prototype that just came up, so I guess we can slow down here. Rather than build out stuff like I mentioned, I just cranked the game speed to full power and let it rip. Oh, dang it, I missed it. I used to watch the original Beyblade series. Never really watched the successors to it, though. Oh, I could have nicked that planet, too. Damn it. I should have noticed that. Anyway, moving on. Ships have been flying hither and thither at up to 32 times game speed, as you do. But we've also gained the technology for lasers. So we can find out what the mysterious laser cannon needs. Titanium gold composite. Oh. I was afraid of that. Right. Lasers require titanium gold composite, which is this one. So lasers, rather than being a tier 0 or tier 1, sorry, is steel tier 1? No, a tier 0 material or a tier 1 composite like railguns or missiles, respectively, is a tier 3 for entry weapon system, which requires in itself another 3.5 million XP to unlock. How powerful are lasers if that's the requirement? Jeez. I am curious about this, but at the same time, there's no way I can squeeze that much performance out of my existing colonies. So, okay. At least we know the material requirement now, which is what I was after, but lasers, you are a mysterious beast, aren't you? You really are. I want to go to this one here, please. Yes. To annex that one. They're still fine with me doing that. That'll do the trick. But yeah, you can see there's been a slight improvement in this one. Ever so slight. So, what have I done? I have decided to, rather than go with the maximum total construction capacity, which I didn't actually hit on this one on Big Bus Constructor because of size constraints, I've gone without the robots, because the robots and then the dumping ports for the robots was just getting in the way. Because so long as there's something material inside of one of the ports for the robots to grab, it doesn't matter if the cannons are out of material, the robots will continue to build. That's just how it works. It's still got material, it'll keep building even if its main means aren't working anymore. And the other thing is, well, I've been watching Big Box ConstructionCon. I built 4 more ships over here. Since I'm using Earth as a kind of a ship repository, carrying an example of each ship I've made in this particular run. So I've built a copy of Bulk Constructor, an energy carrier, sorry, Bulk Hauler, energy carrier, Mark 1s. I'm going to take the other 2 and modify them into a Mark 2 version to update them, because I do need more haulers. But we're going to start off this little pack of upgrades with, of course, this one, which is Refined Constructron. 10 out of 10, original naming. Most definitely, but yeah, look, all the cannons have jammed up again, and it's not working. Oh! Oh! Hello! So they do try and do that. Sector under attack. They've gone... Hang on, is that... Okay, so they've actually gone above 820... How? More importantly, prototype defenders. Prototype, you must defend our honour and all that jazz. Jump to sector there, please, because this sector can't defend itself. Actually, it probably jumped here because this is the first sector with a station in it. Yeah, that makes sense. But that said, of course, this particular station has no defences. It's nothing special though. It's our titanium source, but oh dear, that's something kind of important to worry about. So I wasn't actually planning to. How is my station? Oh, because they're trying to chew through it, right? Go ahead and fire, please. So they're trying to chew through the machines. Oh no! Oh, there goes the station. We almost saved the station. That's something else I wish these should do. If their target dies, I wish they'd stop firing. So yeah, apparently we need some more defensive units around the place. Just to block inbounds. But still, they dared to attack our station. We cannot let this be. Look at that, our poor station. Alpha Heracles 2 station, you shall be avenged. And I'll do that by jumping immediately into this hostile sector here to check and make sure there's not any further routes even into their territory. But apparently we are at war. And it's... What counts as machines? Oh, wait. Is that why? Research station counts as machine... Yeah. Because I built these 4 ships, that tipped me over the limit, and so that meant Green went to war with me. Oh no. It could be a lot worse. I'll just request some... Actually, no. It's a pain to reorganize these ships. Because mixed ammunition types. I'll sort this. I'll sort this out. I'll sort this out. For now, revenge is the first thing. So let's actually get into a fight. Hello, you attacked me. Fine. I'm just going to attack you back. Hello. Reap what you sow. Oop, just blew the nose straight off that one. Target that, please. Okay, and then might as well just target that one. Oh no, my armor's being repaired. What a shame. I'm so glad I figured out that repair mechanic. I'm going to have to include that on the next warship generations. To be clear, I was always planning to include that, but I'm wondering if this access space might be a weakness that I need to deal with. I think my ship's more powerful than yours. Just a tiny bit. Oh, that's weird. It stops if we claim if we clear all enemies, but if there's still an enemy, it just keeps firing at the same spots without retargeting. Unfortunately, there's a route deeper into their space as well, so... Okay, time to get some defensive forces sorted out. Okay, while that distraction was going on, we have got this thing here. So, there's Big Boss Construction Control, which is about to go and rebuild that titanium processing station we lost. And it is at 999 cells. Now this is compact, sorry, not compact, refined Constructron, and it's only 616, so it's less than 2/3 the size. Has 5 construction cannons, 5 primary material bays, and 4 secondary material bays. Now, what is all that nonsense? What does it mean? And why do I think this is an improvement? Also, why are there holes in it? So, this is an improvement because instead of the 8 construction bots, it has an extra construction cannon installed. It has a massive 60% or so reduction in the number of pipes. Buy now for more efficient pipe usage. Yes, now put that in your pipe and smoke it. Well, don't smoke the materials. They are probably not good for your health. But yeah, 5 each one of the individual feeding layer. Then splitters in here to feed the 4 side cannons. Then a gap of 2 here, which is very deliberate, by the by. And into the final construction cannon at the front. So these are prime materials. So this is like stuff you're majorly using on your ships are meant to be in this, so you can get all 5 cannons on it. So in this case, it would be, for me at the moment, iron is what I'm looking at, and the other material would be ferro-titan composite, because that's the other material I'm using for my spaceship hulls at the moment. Now the thing is, I don't know how quickly these turrets actually use material, but it probably depends on their firing rate. So yeah, actually this might not be the best upgrade, but it is more compact, so hooray for efficiency in that regard. So that's primary materials. Now secondary materials. This is stuff that isn't needed much of, but will come up. Good example here is, again, iron, just to make sure that you've got some iron. The other material would be, for the missiles, we want to have iron copper composites. And for the actual lasers, we want titanium gold composites. So iron copper and titanium gold. Now the thing is, tier 3 components use titanium gold, tier 1 components use iron, tier 2 components do not use iron copper, instead they use basic gold. So basic gold right there. And doing this way, the secondary bays ensure that at least 2 construction cannons have the material to help build those parts, while the primary hull gets an extra 2 cannons to help flesh the entire construction design out. So that is what this thing is configured for at the moment. Not too bad, not too shabby. The question becomes, of course, the feed rate on those lines, but for now, that's that. I shall move on with more redesigns and things. And we also need to, of course, stabilize the security situation over here. I've pushed forward slightly so I can get a defensive unit into here and defensive unit into here, so I'm trying to choke point them. That'll hopefully help a bit, but we need to get those stuff built as well, so that's the thing. Also, we need to finish fleshing this out. We've got another 300 odd blocks designed to help build this ship out further, which we should probably do. More building. More building. Just for a field test, I decided to send the new refined constructor out to replace the station rather than Big Boss, which is now sitting at home. And 1 pipe is indeed enough to feed all the construction cannons. Though then again, 2 of them have been supported by this guy as well, but it looks like most... Yeah, I think all the materials is actually coming from the primary storage. Yeah, it's not using that one, it's drawing just from this one. So yeah, 1 pipe will feed all 5 turrets, which is very good to know. Well, I've cooked up something. Well, I was going to imply it's like, this design is inspired directly by fever dreams and wishful thinking. Yes. But no. Okay, this is very unimaginatively called the Perimeter Station V1 because it is a version 1 perimeter station. First ever built, though it's not entry level by any means. Being made of tier 2 material, being armed with top tier ammunition. And above all else, it's got 10 gun stations on it. Just give my ship a chance to build all this out. Oh, no. Look at that thing. It's something, isn't it? I didn't realise right off the bat, but I think it's loosely inspired by some of the stuff I've seen on the front loading screen page. Really? Kind of get that kind of feel to it. I left an extra block in there, whoops. got to pass out all the blocks we can, right? Also, I need to install hatches. Just because this thing is built for bots, though bots have fairly limited access overall, I would say. But we still need to do that testing and stuff to make sure... one of the things I was going to test is how tough are hatches and all that stuff. Excuse me. I need to do my heater on, I think. Right. Anyway, this is the prune station. It's got 4 repair bots in the central core, where a lot of the power storage is kept. It's got material storage for repairs, then it's got the ammo storage bays, and just because it wants to say, hello, I care, to any visiting ship, it's got 10 gun emplacements scattered around its frame, so, and it's all kind of spaced out as well, so it's like, this is a fairly durable thing, I think. But we do, of course, it's intended to be supplied, so Ferro-Titan ingots need to be moved over this way. So do titanium gold shells, because that's what I armed it with. I went with a single munition type because actually there's no reason this thing will be easier to multi-weapon than you know, I think I'm right. They do stop at the first place they encounter something. So this ship came into here and encountered one of our haulers. So having perimeter stations would definitely help. Prototype combat ship, you're needed over that way. Thank you. But yeah, this thing should do the trick quite nicely. Now the thing is, it's damaged my hauler. And my hauler doesn't exactly... They don't stop to get repaired by a construction ship, that's the thing. So I have to actually track down that hauler later. I don't want to jump. Oh, yeah, local jump, there it is. Right. Because you jumped in a bad position. Hit on the corner, didn't get anywhere. Another couple of glancing hits, but that's okay. That's fine. And let's just nuke that weak connection those designs have. There's also kind of the debate, do I want to have a ship with pure missiles or pure rails? But that was one of the things I was going to try and do with my next generation ship. But the thing is, this episode is kind of running away from me a little bit. Are you armed? No. I will tell it to do titanium gold as a priority 7 because it's a priority override. Same with the Ferro-Titan composite for its self-repair function, like maximum delivery speed. This is why I was wanting to do an upgraded haulage ship, because we do kind of need it. This design does look kind of nice though, I think. So here's a new blueprint. Blueprint station 31, yes. And then the other choke point is over here. So look at that thing. Nice. And apparently I included some iron in there somewhere. I'll tell it to convert the iron into Ferro-Titan. But actually that's useful. It means that I was talking in the last episode about how multi-tiered ones it wouldn't really let you upgrade too easily, but that it listed 2 upgrades, so you can swap individual materials. Nice. Just watch my ship slowly build out as it spends its Ferro-Titan reserve. That's kind of why I wanted like primary reserve versus secondary reserve. Primary for materials you're using for hulls, because it gets through a lot of it. It gets through a heck of a lot of it. I'm watching it at the moment and I'm wondering, before we said that one of these belts is enough to feed the entire thing, but now I'm not entirely sure. Just from watching it in action. That's one of the things this game is good at, actually. It's very important to watch how your designs work in the field. Okay, now they're no longer stuttering like they were, so I think it was they were just switching... No? No. Yes? No? Maybe? top. Great route titanium. Oh, when the station got destroyed, it wiped the trade routes. Hang on a second. But we're also getting important information on how this thing works as well. Right. Titanium ingots need to be moved. Okay, right. We have an intruder in our midst. Oh, they're upgrading their technology. Oh dear. What have they got? They have got titanium copper composite. They've upgraded their armor as well. Uh-oh. So they've got top tier armor. They've got improved ammunition as well. They've got some gold ammunition there as well as electric shells. So they are really bringing out bigger guns. But this will be a trial by fire for my combat station. Let's see. Because the station is twice the size, has twice the number of weapon emplacements, but the issue is it only gets like... It can't move, it can't reposition itself, so that's why it's got to have defences in all directions, ideally. Let's see, let's go ahead and aim for this shell first. Why are you no... Oh. For some reason that conveyor wasn't configured properly. That conveyor's backwards. Why? I'm fairly sure I dragged that stuff in the right direction. That one's working properly. That one's working properly, so it's just two of them are a bit messed up. Okay. More importantly though, look at this. My armour held against their attack, their armour held up about the same as my attack, so between 1 point of... No, one of my guns is down. Okay, that corner armor's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that defense difference is actually making itself felt a little bit. Though, of course, one thing to note is that I scatter my defences around a bit on this design. Deliberately so that if one gets knocked out, it doesn't really open up any more big points in the actual defence. Okay, that's the second one down to the salvos. Maybe going with missiles would have been a better idea after all. Oh, every time I re-aim it resets fine. Okay. So you almost threw on the first attack, but you can see an example here. There's one segment left of this armour, so as I said, railguns ignore segment 1, they just strike into segments 2 and 3. Let's realign to that. They've knocked out the nearer gun turrets, but I still have plenty of turrets left. In a battle of attrition, I'm working fine. Though that said, my robots are not preparing my design. Seems a bit hit or miss that, if they work or not. No ferrotitan. Yes, there is. You do have ferrotitan. You do have ferrotitan. In fact, it specifically says there, ferrotitan composite. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't have any it literally is just the fact it hasn't got a shipment. Okay, never mind. But yeah, against with higher tier armors, it becomes more of a slogging match, doesn't it? Oh, and issuing the repair command has stopped the attack command, apparently. Guys, why are you not... I can't believe I'm going to tell them to fire. Okay, yeah, that snaps out of it. Apparently I got stuck thinking, hey, no material, hey, no material. But, yeah, and it stopped working. Top tier material is pretty darn tough. I will get through your hole, damn it. You took half my weapon emplacements. I will get through your hole. I'm thinking explosives might be a good way to go, just by virtue of it, like getting rid of all the little posts that might cause extra impacts. Still, that's the toughest enemy we've had so far, and yeah. If only my ferrotitanium construction hadn't stopped, that would have been nice. In fact, I think the constructor working on the other station actually came and grabbed the titanium from the station supplies to do that. Dude, you meant to have railguns in those places. Okay, because I think I modified it mid-combat, so it's a bit mixed up. Reconstruction of the blueprint, come on. At least that's plugged the leaks for now. Just until we get the Constructotron over here. It's still saying no material. Are you? Ferrotitanium, of course. And ferrotitanium is missing. Of course, it's titanium. Did I? Ah, I did. I forgot to hook that up, didn't I? Go do that, please. I need materials. I need more construction ships as well, but yeah. Sorry, not construction, more traders. In fact, I'll give you a priority override because I need that. Can't believe I got the blueprints mixed up like that. Yeah, look. It is the blueprint fault. Or rather, it is my fault, I should say. It's not a problem with the blueprint. The blueprint's absolutely faithful. It's just me that messed things up. Oh well. This is why I'm not perfect. This goes to show I'm still human, supposedly. Odd Tuesdays. Down a dark alley. In the fog. I could maybe pass as human. I'm not a monster, not at all. Okay, one last time. I did say we were going to do some science this episode. I apologise, but the enemy had other plans, it seems. That said, though, I have made a slight modification to our basic perimeter outpost, which is... I have given it missile launchers and nuclear torpedoes, rather than railguns. Side note, torpedo production has not kept up with demand because of the sudden surge of torpedoes needed, so as a result this station has got a couple of launchers that are not actually armed. That one's not working. That one's not working, I don't think. Still the malfunction on the blueprint. Really? I deleted and relayed these things, and I still managed to mess it up somehow. Ugh. I don't know. Turn that around. Is that all correct now? Are you happy? Are you functional? Yes, you are. Right. Update the link blueprint. Yes. So there we go. Just make sure. Yep, okay, right. Hopefully that's fixed it this time. In the meantime, though, we have a barrage of high-yield ordnance ready to tell this thing to go away. And let's see how well this compares to one of the railgun types, because, well, we've seen what railguns do to these guys. So let's see what a full barrage of missiles does. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like this actually might be more effective. It's just chewing the ship to pieces, really, versus the railguns trying to pierce through. Are high yield explosives just the way to go? Though that said, I am noticing the explosions are actually detonating incoming torpedoes as well, so they don't just fly through the debris. If there's an active explosion going on, they do actually get... They intercept themselves if there's too many of them around. Oh, well, that's not a big problem, I suppose. Also of note, by the way, I reinforced the corners a little bit, so that weakness we noticed the first time one of these stations engaged has been patched up a little bit more, so a bit of extra defense there. And to compensate for that, I reduced some armoring on a few other little corners where the enemy wouldn't really be, which don't protect anything vital really, like these hatches and a little bit back here in these little corners, just to get enough blocks to do that. So this thing is kind of pushing the margin right now. What was it, 1,997? Yes. So yeah, fairly beefy station. Works okay. Not too bad. I admit though I spent far too long getting this thing symmetrical. I relayed these corner bits several times just trying to get them exactly identical. And it was throwing me off, and it's like, oh right, I mislaid a couple of corner pieces on this one here, and that's why it wasn't all lining up properly. So it's like, oopsie. But yeah, with that though, that is the end of the episode. We've got guardians on our borders to help keep us safe, and that is what we really need. Security and peace of mind. Which means we're going to have to push into the other guys and get some security stations on their borders as well, just before they decide to actually attack us outright. Oh well. Until next time though, this has been IMR3, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Next time, we'll do the science and the upgrades and stuff. But I'll build these new... I might... Well, unless someone objects, I'll just build out these upgraded designs for the next tier of haulers and finish the Constructicon off-screen. Unless you really want me to show that on-screen, but... I don't know. But yeah, anyway. See you all later.